This is like my least favorite subject. This is probably the thing that frustrates me the most about Twitch, almost. Next to DMCA.
Oh my god! Oh my god!
Let's get things started. Every week we start like this. Let's get things started. How's everyone? Thank you guys so much for coming in. So today we're going to talk about 5 things I wish I knew when I first started streaming marbles. This is because, first of all, everyone knows I gotta, if you didn't, now you know. Hey, Tracy. If you didn't, now you know that I have a video called How to Set Up Marbles on Stream. It's like my most popular video by leaps and bounds. All my other videos could barely get 100 views. That video's got thousands of views. It's all thanks to the studio. It's the one that's connected and linked to their Twitter account, I think. And it literally shows you, like, I remember when I first started making videos, Pixel came at me and was like, yo, do this video for me. I promise you I'll get a lot of play. And I was like, okay. I mean, I did it in like a day or two. I think it was a day. I did it that day and finished it and sent it to him. Maybe even closer to that. Like less than that. But that's the video you see linked to the Twitter, which is GJC showing you how to install marbles on stream. I have people who like come at me months after I meet them and be like, yo, I just realized you're like the person that I watched when I first installed this game and set it up. And I was like, yeah, that's me. It sounds totally different because my setup for everything is totally different. It was just when I first started making videos, so I really had no clue what I was doing. It's pretty low on production value, but like pretty plain in how, like the step-by-steps that you need to do to set it up. So this is like the follow-up episode or follow-up video for that. Part 2. 5 things I wish I knew about marbles on stream. 5. All right. When I first started streaming, the reason why I'm doing this, I just wanted to get into it first, is because a lot of people who actually start streaming, this is the first game they've ever started streaming. And even if you don't, like this isn't the first game and you have other games that you streamed before you did marbles on stream, marbles on stream is its own eco environment, just as every single other game has its own environment and community and meta and things like that. So it's like we have our own like ecosystem and environment in marbles that's different than Twitch. And I think that's different in a lot of games in general on Twitch because of the way that the game is integrated into the platform and the community that it has. All right, and the studio. All these things coming together, making us very unique among the Twitch atmosphere or universe. And now I'm gonna plug 2 things that I've done. First thing every single person coming in streaming marbles on stream should know about is energy. I'm not gonna reiterate what energy is, but I do have a video that we did last week. That's why I did that energy thing last week, because I was like, man, I'm not gonna spend all of this week talking about energy. I'm gonna talk about energy first and spend a whole week on it. And that way, in my next episode, the following week, I could just be like, refer to that video. Anyways, quick little rundown on energy for those of you who don't know what it is. So, energy, for those of you who don't know, it's for competitive marble racers who want to climb the global leaderboard. They start off with 20 energy every day. Each race costs 1 energy. If they run out of energy, they do not get any points earned during those races towards the global leaderboard. And there's a whole tier system about getting energy back. 4 races gives you 4 back. At one point, it becomes 8 races. But if you want to learn more about energy, which you all should, even if you're just a casual viewer or casual player, it's like the competitive side of marbles. So it's kind of nice to know the system. People are like, there's a competitive side. Yes, there's like a global leaderboard. So learn all about it. I have a video. We talked about it last week, so I'm not going to get into it this week. Okay. But if you have any questions about stuff like that, I'm always around. Second thing we gotta talk about. Oh, the God. This is like my least favorite subject. This is probably the thing that frustrates me the most about Twitch, almost. Next to DMCA. Let's get somebody up. Oh, we'll use Panther Gal because she's on. Alright. She's someone I could use real quick as a example. Okay. Second thing. Quality options. man, did I not, like, I was streaming for a while without anyone ever really explaining how this works. Because people are not playing in tabs as much as they used to, this has less been an issue, but it's still an issue, all right? So what is quality options? Quality options is transcoding given to you by Twitch that allows you to adjust the quality of the stream that you're watching, right? So we have Panther Gal. She's playing Marbles and Raiders, right? Now, we used to play in, like, a lot of streams at the same time. But because that eats up a lot of bandwidth, a lot of us would just lower our quality options to like 360 or 160p, as you can see here. It's this little cogwheel at the bottom of your browser. On mobile, it's at the top, but go into quality, and it gives video quality. You could change it to 720. Some people stream it at 1080. I don't know why you would need to stream Marbles at 1080. I don't know if anyone really watches it at 1080, but dang. 480, 360, 160. So like, if you were playing in 20 tabs, you would definitely be watching all your streams at 160. I mean, you wouldn't, like, you could barely make it out for those of you looking at it now. You could barely make this out. But we'd have like 20 tabs where all the video was this quality. It's enough for you to know when you should drop your marble, but not enough for you to follow a race and see who's actually winning or losing. It's kind of sad, but we used to play it like this. We called it beer goggles. So why was this important? It was because we all wanted to be able to lower our video quality so that we wouldn't have lag and we would be able to be in as many tabs at the same time. So this is more important towards the competitive marbles racers who are racing in several marble races at the same time. But for the longest time, not longest time, but when I was first starting out, there'd be days where like people wouldn't show up and play with me. And I had no idea what was going on. And then somebody was like, yo, you realize that, like, well, not somebody, it was Grandma's Cookies, was like, yo, you need to, like, to get quality options. First of all, like, you need quality options. And he explained that whole thing to me. Second of all, to get it, all you gotta do is restart your stream. You just keep starting and stopping over and over again until you get it. Now, that could be a real bitch in the, like, and a real pain in the ass. All right. I've gone 20 restarts and not get quality options. Yeah, you also have good people who don't have a good connection. So if you have people who are on mobile, forcing them to watch a stream at 720 is incredibly cruel if they're on data. It's incredibly cruel. I've had to watch somebody on 1080 once. When I was at TwitchCon and I was on mobile, I watched one of my friends compete in Rivals for TFT at 1080. You know how fast it took for me to use up my data limit? Like 3 hours. 3 hours and my data was gone. So it's and he didn't have quality options. And he didn't restart because he was competing live, so he couldn't restart his stream. All you gotta do is restart your stream until you get it. So keep starting and stopping your stream until you get it. Now, a big warning behind that. I've been told by people that Twitch does not like it when you do that. That, like, it's frowned upon and, like, yeah. Second of all, most of us, if we have high-speed internet, like, it's not so bad if one person has 720, right? Out of, like, 5 tabs. Right? It's negligible. If one of your streamers doesn't have quality options, like, you're fine, honestly, if you have high-speed internet. If they don't have quality options, like, and it's somebody who cares about that thing, kind of thing, like, remind them, because they might not know. Sometimes I forget about it. I usually don't. I'm pretty good about it, because I've been doing it every single stream since, but occasionally people will forget about it. So, yeah, quality settings is like, oh, it's so important, right? Like, I wish, like, I'm so glad somebody told me about it. But yeah, I've been told by several people and people who work, sources, someone who worked inside the company, who they heard it from someone who worked inside the company. So it's like third hand, but that the company doesn't like it when you do that. But a lot of us are on the attitude of, well, that's just like Twitch's fault. Why don't they just give quality options to everybody? They give it to you if you're a partner. If you're a partner, you get it automatically, which is like one of the big reasons why I'd be so happy to become a partner, aside from becoming a partner on Twitch. But quality options instantaneously, oh my god. Never having to restart stream to get quality options ever again. I'd be so grateful. Or if they just gave it to all affiliates. I'm sure they don't want to do that because it probably eats up a lot of bandwidth on their part. But quality options. Start and restart. Stop, restart your stream. Rinse and repeat until you get quality options. How do you know if you have quality options? You open a window to your stream before you go live and watch. And then when you go live, you can look to see in the cogwheel. That's the trick. You know, sometimes you just got to pick your battles and be like, well, I like this streamer enough to hang with them, even though they don't got quality options. Okay, this is like the second thing or third thing that we want to talk about. This is like the meaty gritty of things that you should know, okay? I didn't know how to list this category or this tip, but I called it more of stream. I called it kind of like thinking about it. I called it stream integration with marbles, right? Now, marbles is very unique because it exists on Twitch pretty much only. Like, there's no real way for you to play it seriously outside of Twitch. I mean, you could run a bunch of simulator races, but there's no fun in that. So it's a game that's built into the platform, right? It utilizes the platform and then works with it together. So that's like taking that lead from like the game. You have to understand, for you to do well as a marble streamer, you need to integrate your stream into that marbles atmosphere, right? I'm not just talking about hooking up your game so that people can join you in chat, right? The chat is already like, the chat is like your window. That exclamation mark play, the fact that they have to type in your chat to enter into your races is the first step. And that's like the window into integrating your stream with the game more. And that sounds really weird because I think for a lot of streamers who've never played a game that's like that, where the chat is so involved in your game, that they don't realize there's like an opportunity for interaction with their community using that first step, right? A lot of marble players get equated sometimes to lurkers because they don't really talk as much. They just type exclamation mark play sometimes, but what they don't realize is like that exclamation mark play is already that one footstep from getting a lurker to come out. So like, how do you interact and mold your stream around the viewers that you have who are both kind of like just lurking and playing marbles? And how do you integrate that into your stream is a big part of what makes you become a successful marble streamer later on. So yeah, this is about integrating your stream. So like, the way you have to look at it is, it takes a while for you to look at the game from if you're just a brand new streamer coming into marbles, you have to look at the game from like a marble viewer's point of view. Is like, what are they looking for when they are looking for a marble stream? Whether they're just community members or marble competitors that are competing for the leaderboard, like the whole range of casual players to competitive players, right? Like, what is the community looking for? So you have to objectively look at your own stream and change the things that you need to change, or do the things that you need to do in order to kind of work in that environment and integrate that into your stream, right? It's not saying that you can't do things your own way, because I think we all add our own little personal touch to how we build our stream, but I'm just giving you tips as to like what it is as a marble player that we're looking for. What catches our eye, and what is it that we're expecting to see on a typical marble stream, right? First things first, and this is just kind of goes for streaming, is cam and mic. So like, we're talking about like, how do you connect with your audience, right? Using marbles and being in the marbles community. Cam and mic is big, right? It's really nice if you have a cam and mic, because that's just one more way for us to interact with your community. Now, if you don't have a cam or you don't have a mic, you need to be able to like compensate for that one way or another, right? Whether that's like having your own version of like one of those like virtual reality, virtual cartoon like moving like faces sometimes, or if you're not on cam, you're very talkative and you're constantly chatting, so that like it feels like it makes up for that difference of not being on cam. If you can't be on cam or mic, maybe you're always typing in chat and being very interactive in chat. So like you have to make up for your differences or the fact that you don't have a cam and mic in other ways, because that's one way for you to integrate marbles into your stream. It's very difficult to stream marbles and not like interact with anyone at all. Like you have to find a way. Do you know what I'm saying? Like people won't be able to get into your races if there's no interaction because you're not somehow alerting them. That's what another thing that I want to talk about, which is like the game is more than just exclamation mark play, right? Like that's the first window into the game. The second part is the things that like they're typing in chat outside of that, right? Is like you want them to type more than that. So there's other things in the game like exclamation mark vote for voting on a track at the end of a community track, whether you like it or not. Right? Vote yes, vote no. The emotes, yay or nay. Exclamation mark boost, exclamation mark target for different modes, battle royale or boost mode. So there's like other things in the game that on top of just the play command for them to already integrate and talk to you in chat. Second thing is you know that they're looking in the chat already because they're typing exclamation mark play, and like there's some people who can watch stream and not really have to pay attention to it, but marbles you're like you're typing in the chat, so you're at least looking at it at one point. So like what you put in the chat is another way for you to integrate your marbles with your stream and how you interact with your community, right? And this is what I'm coming to is like things like an alert for a play command, right?
Hey everyone!
So I have like a play command. It's like a spam thing that shows like all the, to alert people, right? Second of all, on top of like bots, for example, the use of bots usually frowned upon, but there are good bots. Like Stream Elements has its own bots, which is the one that I use that you can see. So this is Stream Elements. It has its own like bot system that you could set up chat commands and things like that. And it's all the way down here on the left side. It has like chat commands, other things that you could do with the bots. So bots can be incredibly useful actually in this way. So that's another way for you to interact and build in the game with your community, right? Another thing you just heard is when I typed the play command, it also had like alerts, right? An audio alert to let your players know that like a race is about to start, right? You're trying to figure out how to add sounds. Perfect. This is the stream for you, Peter Scams. As I'll explain to you how I do it. Okay, so in my chat, you can see I have Stream Elements, right? But what you don't know is I have a second robot running from Streamlabs. I could show you what it looks like. And that is what's responsible for all my chat, my voice sounds and voice lines and sounds alerts and stuff like that. Well, not for my sub alerts. That's from OBS. But my other audio lines that I can use in the chat are all done through the Streamlabs chatbot. It's essentially the same thing as Nightbot, I believe. Here, let me show you guys. There you go. So this is the Streamlabs chatbot. As you can see, I have under commands on the left side. You can see at the top, there's the left side. You'll have to log in when you first get on. There's like, it'll go through a couple of verification things. I won't go into it. There's tons of tutorials on how to do Streamlabs and how to get in there and set it up. But I will show you that under commands, what it is I have all these commands. And every single one of these commands is a voice. You could attach like a voice response. I believe it uses MP3 files. Yeah, it uses MP3 files. But you could create like commands through it. And this is just another software. You can see it's running on the back down here. It's just another software that is like running during my stream. And it's responsible for all the sounds. It reads the chat, it reads the commands in chat, and then it plays the proper sound during that chat. So you see I have a command that's fifth, exclamation mark fifth, right? And then it'll play fifth element sounds.
Hold this gun.
What you want me to do?
Come on, put your hand
Oh
on
my
it.
god.
Put your hand on it. Got it? Hold it.
What I do?
If you move, squeeze the trigger.
I don't feel right. I don't feel right, Kobe.
So it's got like, that's how I do it. I have these two bots, Stream Elements and Streamlabs, talking to each other at the same time. One is responsible for talking in chat strictly. Okay, thanks, Esmina. Appreciate it. There you go, banana. So that's my other alert for when you got to get your marbles in there. So integrating your chat, your like your stream like sounds with the game is like another part of the stream integration that you need to think about. Is how you got to put yourself in the mindset of like, how can I make my stream gel with the game and like lean into the game as much as possible, right? How do I get people to interact with the game in my chat and in my stream and in my community and all these viewers to like get involved and dive deeper into the game, right? And be invested in the game. Things like sound alerts, a great way to grab their attention, right? Let's do my other favorite, Capogen. We'll go to my... So, those of you who don't know what Capogen is, I'll give you an example. This is something people ask me a lot. Let's do... There you go. So, Capogen is emotes. Like, every time somebody uses an emote, it will show up on your screen as, like, a visual thing. So, a lot of us play marbles by entering the races using, like, some of the emotes that activate your marble, right? That spawn a marble. So it'll be like Enders or the Studio marbles, skin marbles, or Spoo, standard damage. The past winners like LT and AV and stuff like that had snap. So all these emotes are used to spawn marbles because that's one of the ways that you can get into the races. So there's a lot of like emote use in the community in general. Right, people will put like a whole entire chain of emotes as part of their play command. You know, people that they're subbed with. Right, so emotes are always, you'll see a lot of marble streamers have Capogen. Where do you get Capogen? Capogen is part of Stream Elements. You go to the left side, you'll have alerts and overlays, my overlays, and you'll see you could create a blank overlay. I'm not going to go into the details. There's like, you could look this up, but just look up how to set up Capogen and it'll take you to a Stream Elements video. Essentially, this is where you find it. You create a blank overlay. It becomes a browser source. Like, you use it as a browser source. So when you enter it into OBS, all it is a browser source. You can grab, they'll give you a link to grab, and then you can put it in as a browser source. And it'll put it on top of all your other parts of the overlay to give you that emote surprise. I don't have it on this scene because it's for the, I'm usually, you know, the scene is for recording the episode, but I do when I play the game. But Stallion, thank you so much for that sub. 5 months in a row. Oh my god. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Another way for you to integrate the game into your stream, right? Just start thinking about ways you can do that. Oh yeah, second thing, another thing that's great. Whether you choose to use Stream Elements or Streamlabs as your, or Nightbot or whatever it is that you want as your bot, a lot of bots have things like channel loyalty. Right? There's like channel loyalty points. A lot of bots have it. This is like another thing. And this is not just, now channel loyalty is built into Twitch itself on the platform too. But a lot of bots have channel loyalty points. So like, that's another thing, is integrate maybe loyalty points, viewer loyalty points into your races and into your stream. So if like somebody wins a race, you give them like 1,000 channel points or something like that. You know, I used to do that a lot, but that's another thing. For Stream Elements, it's under leaderboard. I'm not sure what it is under Streamlabs or Nightbot because I don't use that, but I'm sure you can look it up. But use channel loyalty points as part of the way for you to integrate the races into your stream, right? Another thing that's in there. the bots and the things for both of them have like games and all these other things that you could do with it. So it's not just you dishing out points by yourself all the time. They can like gamble with it and do other interactions, slot machines, things like that. Sometimes you fight bosses. I know a Nightbot lets you fight bosses. How do you see that in stream? What do you mean, like points? Like that? You have to activate it. I'm not going to go into detail on how to set that up because I'm sure that's like stuff that you can easily find. I easily found it. You just look up how to set up channel loyalty points for Stream Elements. They actually have like an official video of it. So, that's not what I'm just giving you guys, like kind of the roadmap, and then you walk down whichever path you want to explore as you're setting up. Oh yeah, and then another thing that's been going on is integration with Twitch itself has like predictions and polls now. So you could do polls of like, I don't know, who you think is gonna win, things about the race that's about to happen. Right? There's predictions and polls. Predictions predict who's gonna win or not, and use the Twitch channel points to gamble as well. So those are all things that you can use to integrate your stream and like better connect your stream with the game that you're playing with and the community and the chat that you're with. How do you like pull them in to the game, and how do you become one with the game? That's the whole idea, right? It's to like lean into the game and become like a marble streamer, right? Finally, customization. When you first start out marbles, there's like, you don't have any skins, or any marble slots. So a lot of new people don't know that as a streamer, you could customize marbles and your marble slots and give them put skins on them and let your your viewers play with the skins that you have. So it takes a while to build a collection of this size. It took my whole entire marbles career to build a collection of this size, but you can customize it as a streamer here on this customization tab. You do need to buy a marble. You buy like a marble slot for every additional slot you want to show on your stream. So it starts off with like you don't have anything. It'll look like, it'll look like this. And then when you want to add in a marble slot over here, you'll need to like buy an additional one. There's modifiers, there's skins, there's all sorts of things. And if you want to customize it as a racer, you all know about the Marbles on Stream mobile app. If you didn't know, there's a Marbles on Stream mobile app. You can customize your marble as on the racer side as well. So it's not necessary for you to have custom marble skins and everything, but that's just another way for you to kind of interact and build in your game with your stream. Build in the game with your stream is by customizing your marbles. That's perfect, because then that leads us to streamer. Our next tip, next thing I wish I knew is about like the way about how to earn marble like pixel by pixel coins. So you need like in-game currency to buy things. Sometimes you can unlock them for free, like this alien skin, this marble skin, the beach ball, the candy cane. Those are all things that I got for free. The candy red, the cannonball, yeah, I think the chocolate silver. So I got a few of these, friendly alien. I got a few of these skins for free, and they're actually all from the streamer challenges here. You guys can't see that. Hold on. The streamer challenges over here, you can see. Those are actually from the streamer challenges, and the streamer challenges are earned through just running races. It's experience points that every streamer earns just by running races and just by having marbles play in their stream. You earn coins and you can earn skins just for running races. And I never knew that when I first started either. I was like, dang. It takes a while, and it does take a while for you to earn coins, and it does take a good amount of streaming time to earn coins, but that's another way for you to get coins and customize stuff for your stream. Finally, another thing I wish I knew about marbles on stream when I first started playing is like all the different modes, right? When you first start, and this is actually interesting because Pixel talked about this just today with Spoo on their talk show. So like there's most people when they first play the game, they just play these standard races. They have like no understanding, like they never dive deeper than that because it's very like casual for them and they're just playing a couple of races. But they don't realize that there's like all these different modes of marbles, right? It's just like my tip is like to explore marbles more because there's more than just these standard races, right? I never knew about like community maps. Up here, you can see community maps. These are all maps built by people. First started racing and streaming, I had no clue what these were. Like, I didn't know how to get to them. I didn't know what they were. So, like, the community maps, just a real quick rundown, is you could search by the builder. You could just keep clicking down here, more. There's a button down here that says more. And it'll keep loading more maps, and these are all just maps made by the community. But Pixel's hoping one day that will just be one menu. So, like, all the studio maps and community maps will all just be in the same spot. There won't be, like, standard maps versus community maps. Battle Royale, another mode for you to play. Tilt mode. Another version of the game. Another way for you to play the game. Arcade modes. Fashion show. Boost mode. So, like, explore the other ways to play the game outside of just these standard races. Like, there's so many things you could do. Do a Grand Prix. Mess around with the leaderboard, right? Like, you could set up local leaderboards and do your own mini tournaments. Like I do every week for the pizza tournament. Right? So, ran a Grand Prix. More than one race, right? Team mode, yeah. There's all these other things. Team mode, which has, like, damage. Team mode is down here. In settings, you could set it up in team. You could set it up here in team mode. So all these things. Oh yeah, here it is. All these things are like different ways for you to dive deeper. So my suggestion is that you number five. My suggestion is for you to dive deeper into the game and explore more than just your standard maps and standard races. So that's 5 things that I gave you. I'm going to give you guys a bonus tip. All right? Bonus tip. This might be the most important bonus tip. 6 things, not just 5. Is get involved. The company motto is #get involved. My final tip that I'll leave with you is like, the more you get involved with the community, the better you'll understand the game and how you should kind of build your stream around the game and the community. We're a very small community. We're just starting to grow, and we're starting, like, the more you know what's going on with everyone and going around different streams and exploring who, like, other people in the community and other streams in the community, getting involved in events, going to the Pixel by Pixel Discord, joining other communities, raiding into other marble streamers, things like that, the more you'll understand what it is that this community is about and what it is it's looking for and how to become successful. Number 1, getting involved and going around is a great way for you to get to know everyone in general and get your name out there. But number 2, you'll start to see what it is that we as a community are kind of looking for. You'll understand us better. So, bonus tip, just get involved. One of the great ways of doing that is just by going around and racing and playing with people. So you stream this game, so I assume you like this game enough just to play this game casually with some other people. So that's just my other suggestion. Get involved. My final one. So 6 tips, not just 5. I gave you a bonus tip. All right, Marble Events of the Week. Record Hunters. I don't know why Shens and Back sent me this, but they said to use this as their promo for Record Hunters. I don't know what's going on. I don't know what this is. I just couldn't stop laughing when I first saw it. I was like, what in the world? What in the world is this? He's like, what? It's me and Bax. But anyways, Record Hunter, every single Monday, 2 p.m., sponsored event, pixel by pixel coins awarded. Make sure you guys are there. Shen's TV, Bax, hosting, co-hosting, every week, sponsored event. Check it out. Mondays at 2 p.m. This describes the Record Hunters perfectly. Yeah, I guess. It speaks to their soul, apparently. Also on Mondays, AV Emote Extravaganza. AV does this like literally every single Monday. It's like an emote tournament that he runs 6 to 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So make sure you check out. Audio visual. Great guy. Surfman also does Mondays Marbles on stream, Monday Madness. Make sure you guys check out Surfman as well. Yeah, okay. Warrior Wednesdays with Final Ross Battle every single Wednesday at 3 p.m. Make sure you guys check that out. Pixel by Pixel Coins awarded, sponsored event. Wednesday, January 13th, 5 p.m. Is it 5 to 6? 5 to 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Unofficial Marbles Tournament, Saspito. So you're giving away stream loots, VIP badges, a little mini tournament. Make sure you guys check that out on the 13th. Oh, MSLA race. The Delta. Well, first let's check out who won last week. Last week, first official MSLA race. Hosted by Enders. The season is officially upon us. We had a winner, Try to Pix, winning the 500 lap inaugural MSLA race. Congratulations. That was on the 8th. The next race will be on the 14th, on Thursday. 7:30 start time. It's called Delta 214. So I'll make sure you check that out. I believe, did Enders write up what Delta 214 is about? No, he didn't. Well, make sure you check it out. I'm on a team. You could just play even if you're not on a team, though. Kite Day. It's about Kite Day. Okay. Cool. It's about kites. Thirsty for Taylor Thursday. Every Thursday on this channel, win booze money. I know I didn't do it last week. I was tired. But usually if I do stream on Thursdays, every single Grand Prix on this channel, I give out booze money. It's not like a shit ton of money, but it's enough for you to get a drink and get a little drunk. Just a little tipsy. So come check it out every Thursday on my stream. Thirsty Thursday is followed by Friday Pizza Tournament. Weekly Pizza Tournament on my stream. Fridays with GJC, win a chance. Play for a chance to win pizza from Lou Malnati's Pizza. Fridays from 7 to 10 p.m. every single week. It's a lot of fun. Whoever wins gets a spin on the pizza wheel. They'll get a pizza-related prize. Sometimes it's pizza with cookies. Sometimes it's just pizza. Sometimes it's pizza with cheesecake or popcorn. All sorts of things. Hot dogs. All sorts of things. Finally, we have Yusuf. Yusuf is holding another track building tournament. This one, the due date, I believe, is on February. In February, so it's it's after the season ends. Actually, yeah, there it is, February 1st. So this is actually after the season's over. It's the due date. I think during the off season is when he's gonna run his event. Event date is gonna be on the 2nd at 6 p.m. Eastern. Your deadline for submission is the 1st, though, before noon. Make sure you guys check it out. Yeah. Yusuf Ali 24. Yusuf _ Ali 24. A good friend. OG. Been around much longer than I have. But he's doing a track competition. You can check it out. These are the required pieces that you need. A heart. A ramp. A ramp. This is the ramp that I forgot to use during Deslux tournament and Bax's tournament and the Track Builder Challenge last season. I don't know if I'm going to get invited to any of these ever again. Maybe I should compete in this one. And then I hate this piece so much. This is like the piece that like I hate the most probably. And we got it. Maybe this is probably the only reason why I'm not going to compete in this competition is because I hate this piece. I never use it. Hate this piece. It's the worst. Yeah, and this is the heart shaped. The bottom is the heart shaped. I mean, if it means that there's gonna be that cool skin that's up for grabs for the winner of track builder competitions, maybe I have to think about it. I don't know. This is the thing, okay? I kind of want to know more about how the criteria is for judging, but we can get into that. Yeah, I won't go into that right now, but I have to think about this. I know I like use the heart piece a lot, but it never looks like a heart piece. It's like usually attached to something else, so you can't tell that I used it. Oh, it's on his Google Doc? Sounds good. Yeah. Make sure you guys check that out. I could actually, I think I might even have the link for it. Let me put it in chat. That's the link for it. So you guys can check it out. I will attach that link to the description for YouTube. You guys can look at that below if you're watching this on YouTube. And that's it for the Marble events of the week. I don't see anything else. I don't think there is anything else. I was sort of looking around Twitter for events, but I didn't really see anything else other than this. I might have missed something. I apologize. We don't have like an official tournament every single week now, so we kind of have to dig a little to fill the Marble events. And yeah. All right, let's go to our Marbler of the Week. Everyone get your marbles in there. Squash mark play right meow. Ooh, I love this. This is Tempest. Beautiful. Beautiful. Okay, so a little bit about Pinballwiz. See, Pinballwiz found marbles through another Twitch streamer probably around the middle of November 2018, so a while ago. He's been around for a long time. He says the person doesn't stream anymore, but he's been around the community ever since then. November 2018. That's long time ago. That's before I was around. Favorite track. He's got a few things that he listed, right? So out of the standard tracks, he says Cosmic Chaos is his favorite. Community maps, he really likes the ones that Arcane made. Arcane Draconis. He says Ultra Beaming Empire is his favorite community map. Out of his builds, he likes this map the most. He says this is a little biased because he's a big fan of Tempest, the video game. So cool. You could see why this is his favorite. He's got a lot of good memories from marbles. Plenty of them. Probably the most memorable one was in season 10 when he grinded as the racer leaderboard. For the racer leaderboard. He remembers that back then that was the season that wait mode was like big. So yeah, wait mode back in season 10. I do remember that. Season 19 and 20 have become really memorable for him as well, is because that's when he started track building and learning how to track build. So that's been like great to see his evolution. I agree. Track building like opens up a whole new world of this game for you. Oh, yes, everyone get your marbles in there. And then also Pachinko giving away free coins has been kind of the reasons why he's been track building as well. And I always have this loaded question. I ask people what they learned from marbles. And this is like the toughest thing that people ever have to answer, I think. It's like the one they all have to dig. And he's no exception. Pinballwiz said he's been around since season 6. So it's difficult to pick an answer, but probably the most important thing is just to have fun doing it and to play sort of in moderation. Try to avoid burning out, right? Player burnout is a real thing in marbles, whether it's a streamer or a player. It's it's okay to take steps back. No, all games go through cycles, right? A lot of games go through cycles, seasons, things like that. So make sure you're taking the proper downtime away, if that means taking a season or just not playing in the off season or whatever, because 2 months is a very long season. But player burnout is for real. He says he definitely felt it after placing 10th in season 10. So he let marbles kind of take a back seat until he felt like he could come back. And yeah, so it's okay for you to take time away from it, As a matter of fact, it's kind of recommended. It doesn't mean you can't be around the community, obviously, but if you're always constantly competing for the streamer or the racer leaderboard, it is a good idea to take downtime. Because it's very easy for you to burn out. I asked him if there were any kind of themes or inspirations that he drew from when he did his track builds. And of course, he says a lot of them are video games or retro arcade games that he played growing up. Things like Space Invaders and Tempest. Breakout suggested by Standard Damage, which he really wanted to make. So yeah, a lot of his games, as you can see, are inspired by, or not games, a lot of his tracks are inspired by retro games. But yeah, he said his track building, has kind of just kind of built and snowballed on itself. And it started back in season 19 pass. Yeah, he said he decided to spend the coins on the season 19 pass to work on Super Breakout and Tempest because of Standard suggestion. As far as like Easter eggs on his track, he says there's a bunch of them. Like for this one, for Tempest was the first time that he had to create use vectors to create a track, so it was very challenging. He's particularly proud of it. The Battle Zone one, of having his Battle Zone one where he had the 3D tanks and whatever, that took a lot of time to make as well, because he had to angle things perfectly kind of to make sure it all lined up. First time he ever had to do that. Thrilling Retro Invasion has a Williams logo near the finish line. Unexpected Retro Maze is the Pac-Man level, is actually based off of level 256 variant, which is actually a bugged out level in the game. I asked him if he had any special message for the community. He said, first off, big thanks to everyone involved in the community, from the Pixel by Pixel team to the streamers like Standard Damage to track builders like Arcane. He's not the first one to do retro themed maps, so he's very grateful for all the positive reception that people have for his tracks, and he can't wait to unveil more. Make sure you check him out. He does casual things aside from marbles, like arcades and pinball titles, and obviously his name's Pinballwiz. So if you check out his stream, he's not always just playing marbles, but he plays a bunch of other cool games as well. So make sure you give him a follow. Link will also be in the description on YouTube, but there it is in chat. All right, thank you guys so much. That is his our marble of the week. Let's check out his track. Everyone get your marbles in there. Exclamation mark plate. 12 marbles. Everyone get in here.
Everyone, get in!
Stream Elements doesn't have a sub anymore? Oh my god, embarrassing. You don't want to miss this race. I'm telling you. 30 seconds. All right. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4. Okay. Who's in the lead? Brian? GJC? Ooh, I'm gonna win. There goes Helen. GJC hops. Last 10. Here we'll put on the cool black light. This is like a very short race though. Last 10 in the lead. GJC. Merkin Z. Coming through the corkscrew. Oh my god, I'm gonna win again. Oh my god. This is embarrassing. Oh god. How did you guys let me win? GG's. GG's, guys. I can't believe it. Glass 10, are you here? Glass 10, are you here? You are here. Glass 10, do you have a Marbles on Stream account? Of course, Diablo Bob. Guys, we're actually gonna raid him, like... I'll do 4 more races, or 3 more races, but we're actually gonna raid him right after this. I'm not gonna be on too long. Yes, you have a... Would you like 200 coins? Would you like 200 coins, Glass 10? Sure. Okay, you won't say no? Okay. Well, congratulations. You won 200 coins. And that's it. That's the end of our episode. We're going to do a couple, 3 more races to finish off anyone's tiers that cares about it. So Brian, Cybernetic Kraken, and then we're going to raid Pinballwiz. We're actually going to do 3 of his tracks. Let's just check out some more of those. Thank you guys so much for being here for the show.